Be diligent, for you never know how much of your destiny is tied up in things that are left undone. You see, diligence doesn't make headlines, but it does build legacies. And at the end of the day, isn't what this thing called life, isn't that what this is all about? It's all about the legacy that we leave, but that takes diligence. The diligent plant seeds that become forests. What type of seeds are you planting? What type of forest is going to come from you 40, 50 years from now? You see, greatness is really a sprint. It rewards consistent steps. Are you putting in the consistent steps? Diligence is doing what must be done even when no one is watching. Often this is the difference between people who are great and people who have the potential to be great but never step into it. It's what they are doing in their private lives. What are you doing in private? Are you being diligent? What you repeat with discipline, you eventually will do with excellence. And that's positive things and negative things. How are you spending your time? Are you repeating and being disciplined with positive things so that you can bring about excellence? Diligence is the bridge between desire and destiny. I have many people who tell me what they desire. I have few people who will show me the diligence that they need to have in order to fulfill that dream. So it's not just about what you desire. The next question is what diligence do I have to go after it? Effort doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers. It whispers, and it whispers in your daily actions. Consistency is the silent partner of every breakthrough. I'm telling you, it's what you're doing behind the scenes. This is your silent partner to victory and success. It's called diligence. While talent may open a door, ladies and gentlemen, it's diligence that will keep you in the room. Dreams die in laziness, but they thrive when diligence shows up. Diligence, it doesn't always feel good, but it always produces something good. When you give your best daily, you won't have to chase success. Success will start chasing you. You see, every small effort compounds into massive impact and leads you down the road to your dreams. But it's going to take diligence. The harvest belongs to the one who didn't quit when it got hard. They just became diligent. Overnight success is a myth. It does not exist. When you see somebody that is successful, it is because they use the miracle, the tool, the recipe of diligence. Your results tomorrow are built by your habits, your diligent habits today. Focus is the fuel, but diligence has to become your fire. Don't rush the process, master the process. It is process that will give you the product that you have been looking for. Don't rush this thing. Diligence is the secret ingredients. You can't cheat diligence. It always tells on you. If you have not been diligent, it will show that you are not prepared. Diligence makes you dangerous, and it makes you hard to defeat. Every champion was once consistent, once diligent before they were even celebrated as a champion. Being tired is not a reason to quit. It's only proof that you have been moving, you have been in action, you have been diligent. Diligence is faith with work clothes on. If you do the work in private, if you are diligent in private, you won't have to beg for recognition in public. You don't need recognition in public. What you need is to be diligent in private. The public stuff will handle itself because most people aren't diligent. But when you are diligent, it sets you apart from others. Diligence is destiny in motion. The one who shows up daily beats the one who shows up occasionally. The diligent aren't lucky. They are simply prepared. Even when it's slow, Keep on sowing, keep on moving. Your diligence is watering your promise. That's what it is. Diligence is nutrients for your promise. You may not control outcomes, but you control your effort and you control your diligence, and it all begins to stack up. You weren't given a dream to admire it. You were given a dream so that you could chase it and that you could capture it through diligence. If the dream doesn't scare you, what I have learned is simply this: it may not be big enough. Every dream starts as a whisper until your diligence makes it roar. You don't have to see the whole staircase, but you do have to diligently take the next step, and then the next step, and then the next step. It's called a strategic plan. But even a strategic plan loses its strategy if diligence is not there. Dreams are never denied, only delayed by the excuses that we accept and the lack of diligence that we may apply to them. Protect your dream like a seed. It's small now, but if you'll be diligent, it's going to grow into something beautiful. A dream without action is simply a fantasy. A dream with action, with diligence, that's your future. Your dream doesn't need everyone's approval. It simply needs your diligent obedience to what God has told you to do. Dreams require sweat equity. Wishers watch, but doers do. They build, and they build diligently. You don't find your dream. You forge it with fire, and you forge it with focus, and you forge it with faith. You forge it through diligence. The loudest voice you'll ever hear is the one inside your own head. Make sure you are diligently speaking faith. Some of us speak horrible things about ourselves. We speak to ourselves. We speak down to ourselves. We speak disbelief to ourselves. And the truth is if someone else showed up and said the same things we say to ourselves or about ourselves, we would be offended, angry, and ready to fight. We would refute every word that came out of their mouth. And yet these are words that we say to ourselves. And we readily accept these words that tear our own selves down. We need to become diligent and begin to speak what God has said about you, and begin to think differently about yourself. Begin to speak differently about yourself. You see, believing in yourself is the seed from which all victories begin to grow. You got to begin to believe in God and begin to believe in yourself and watch victory go. Confidence isn't arrogance. It's courage wearing work boots. Stop waiting for someone to believe in you and understand that God already believes in you. And the second person that needs to believe in you is you need to believe in you. It's your turn. God believes in you. Now it's your turn to believe in you. Become diligent. Put action to your destiny. You are proof that potential wrapped in perseverance becomes power. You are not who you were. You are who you decide to become from this point forward. Your worth isn't wrapped in the words of others. Your worth is wrapped in the word of God. What has God said about you? And your worth is wrapped in the words that you are saying to yourself. Believe in your vision, even if your voice trembles when you speak it. Believe in your vision, even if your voice trembles when you speak it. Stand in the mirror and say what you gotta say. Speak the unspeakable, speak the unthinkable, but dream big when you speak it. And if you tremble when you say it, then you need God's help. Then you get from that moment and you move forward and you be diligent, because you have found yourself on the cusp of doing something absolutely amazing. When you believe in yourself, failure becomes a lesson instead of a label. You don't mind failing forward. There is no force more unstoppable than a person who believes in God and believes in themselves. a person who is willing to put in the work, a person who refuses to quit, a person who is willing to be diligent. Be diligent. Dream deeply. Believe boldly, because the world doesn't need another quitter. It needs someone who dares to just be diligent.
You see, dreams are much like having a baby and being a parent. A good parent is a diligent parent. And a dream, I say, is like a baby because it must be given birth to. You must give birth to your dream. And when that dream has been born, you must nourish that dream. You must take care of that dream. You must protect that dream diligently. And that dream is going to need you to feed it. How do you feed your dream? You have to be diligent about speaking about it and believing in what God has placed within your heart. That's how you feed your dream. You feed your dream by doing diligent daily actions towards it and making sure that it's fed and it gets the oxygen that it needs. It gets the nourishment that it needs. Your dream, like any child, at some point in time is going to grow up. It is going to cost you money. We know that children cost and dreams cost. Let me ask you, what are you willing to pay to fulfill the dream that is in your heart? It's going to cost you something. And it's not just going to cost you once, it is going to cost you many times. And you will have to be diligent about what you're willing to pay in order to fulfill what God has placed within your heart. Dreams, like kids, mature to a place where at some point in time, you have to realize that it has matured, it has grown to the place where now it's time for it to go. It's time for it to leave the house. It's time for it to go and do what you have taught it, what you have been teaching it for years. That's what we do with our own kids. We don't hold them back, we let them go. Why? Because if we hold them back, they grow up to resent us. Do you know how many times we hold on to dreams that have matured, that are ready to go? We have invested in them, we have poured into them, we have spent years ready to do this thing, but we hold the dream back even though the dream is ready and mature and ready to go. And if you're not careful, you'll go to your grave with dreams that resent you because you never let them enter into the world to do what they were called to do. GBG, go be great.